Hey guys, Toast here. Welcome to another episode of Is It Over or Underpowered, where we dissect the least and most used weapon variants for each class in Battlefield 1, and discuss if the weapons are really that underpowered or overpowered, as well as what I believe DICE may be able to do in order to make the weapon fall more in line with others for the class. All statistics are courtesy of BattlefieldTracker.com and are based on the amount of time spent using each weapon, not necessarily how many kills have been achieved with those weapons, though I should mention that the kill statistics do tend to strongly mimic the time spent statistics for nearly all weapons. I also just want to note that this is a discussion of the weapon within its class itself, not against the overall balance of the game. Today's topic of discussion is going to be the Cei-Rigotti Trench variant, which interestingly started out with a bit more usage than the M1907 SL Factory, which we covered a while back, but over the course of the past 4 months has seen its usage slowly decline to either equivalent or lower than the M1907 SL Factory on most days. The M1907 SL Factory has seen a steady increase in usage during that same time period. Now we're going to make the baseline assumption that if all weapons were perfectly balanced, given that at the time this video is being released including current DLC weapons, there are a total of 19 variants of self-loading rifles for the medic class, theoretically we should be seeing a roughly 5.25% usage time for each SLR. According to the actual statistics, the Cei-Rigotti Trench variant is being used by roughly 0.9 to 1.1% of the Battlefield 1 community while running the medic class. The only other weapons that were used less, which both have at this point exceeded the average usage of the Cei-Rigotti Trench, are the auto-loading factory and marksman variants. In looking at its usage graph on the yellow line compared to the M1907 SL Factory on the blue line, you can see that the Cei-Rigotti Trench was used much more frequently during the first few months of the game, and it slowly declined as the M1907 SL Factory has improved its standing considerably given how infrequently it was previously used. Let's start with what we know about the Cei-Rigotti as a whole compared to other self-loading rifles. Being the starting weapon for the medic class, we've experienced that the Cei-Rigotti is an okay all-around weapon, but pretty much every other weapon will excel over it in certain situations when used properly. Its maximum damage is very much at the low end of the scale at 38, and its minimum damage is down there as well at 28. It has a solid rate of fire of 299 rounds per minute, on par with the M1907 SL and the Selbstlader 1906, and really only beaten by the auto-loading. Similar to the Mondragon, it has 10 rounds available prior to the need to reload. It has a solid muzzle velocity, a controllable recoil, and actually quite good hipfire, but it's really a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none type of weapon because it doesn't do any one thing particularly better than other weapons, but it really doesn't do anything particularly worse, with the only exception being its maximum damage. Let's delve a little bit deeper into the differences between the variants themselves. The factory variant is going to offer the best recoil decrease and spread decrease, which essentially means that you can take quick follow-up shots with the highest accuracy and the least variability of where the bullet's going to land, which lends itself well to making the best use of the Cei-Rigotti solid rate of fire. The optical variant is going to give you the best ADS spread while both standing still and while moving, as well as the best spread increase per shot. This all amounts to this variant having the best ADS accuracy, which makes sense considering it has the optical sight and is designed to be aimed down sight. The Trench variant, as with all other Trench variants in the game, is going to offer the best hipfire spread of the 3 variants. This puts its hipfire accuracy on par with that of the M1907 SL Trench. While the Cei-Rigotti Trench doesn't have as high a maximum damage as the M1907 SL Trench, it is capable of both a 3-shot body shot kill and a 2-shot kill if one of those shots is a headshot, regardless in either scenario of whether the non-headshots are to the limbs. The Cei-Rigotti also has an added 15 meters of maximum damage range over the M1907 SL. Now to answer the question, is the weapon underpowered? It seems to me that based on what we've discussed, the Cei-Rigotti Trench is not in any way really underpowered, it's just underused. The closest thing that the Cei-Rigotti Trench competes with is the M1907 SL Trench, which obviously has a larger magazine and a higher maximum damage, but the Cei-Rigotti Trench features a higher muzzle velocity and lower recoil, while having the same hipfire accuracy and rate of fire. This means that while you can shoot more rounds with the M1907 SL Trench before needing to reload, they're both capable of taking down full health enemies in the same amount of shots at their ideal ranges, and it really comes down to would you rather have a weapon that's only good at close range but has more rounds and a faster reload, or would you prefer a weapon that's going to give you more mid-range capabilities but requires you to reload more often? Again, going back to the jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none, it's basically asking if you want a weapon that's more specialized to close range, or is also more of a mid-range option as well. So given that I don't feel the weapon is underpowered, should any changes really be made to it? Well, the only thing that I feel that could be changed to make it a little more of a favorable choice would be to speed up the reload time just a little bit for the Trench variant in particular. As it stands, a reload from empty is going to take just under 5 seconds because 2 strip clips need to be reloaded. The long reload for the M1907 SL is 3.5 seconds, so I think that if the long reload for the Cei-Rigotti were reduced to around 4 seconds, that would give people more of a reason to choose it. It is, after all, designed to be the most close-range variant of that weapon, so a faster reload would encourage players to use it for its designated purpose, and getting close to enemies without worrying about suffering through a full 5-second reload every time they empty the magazine, which is going to be relatively frequent. Now I want to know how you feel about the Cei-Rigotti Trench variant. Would you change anything about it to increase its usage? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, this is Toast, and I'll talk to you soon.